Brent, we have another wonderful one-on-one. These are so fun for me, Brent.
Good. Me too.
I was hoping for a bigger response for that, but I'll take it. I'll take
Sorry,
it.
I don't know where. I'm sorry, I did not express to you the way I really feel. Ask me that. Just say that.
I know we're
statement
just getting
one-
started here.
Say that
Brent,
statement one more time.
Brent, we're gonna listen to some a cappella tracks and maybe some voicemails, and I can't wait.
I love. I just love.
I love,
I love Wicked.
dude.
Wicked.
I was just a wicked.
Wicked. I love.
Yeah, so I got a couple songs queued up. We'll figure out what we're gonna play. Judas Priest, Hell Bent on Leather, Hell Bent for Leather. We're gonna listen to that, possibly, maybe a Smashing Pumpkins song, maybe a Nirvana song. But before we do that, I just want to say, I took a walk right before this podcast because I've been working all day, and I just been cooped up. And I went for this walk, and I had my my AirPods in and listening to some stuff, and then I saw this guy with this big pit bull. He was in front of me, and this pit bull took a huge old dump. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And this guy's looking at it, and they're right in front of me, like 3 feet. I'm kind of like stopped waiting for them to poo. And then the dog poos, and the guy just kind of like just keeps walking. And then I do a little, I'm like, this guy he thinks he's alone. He thinks he's going to get away with this. I did a little scrape with my foot. And he's like, whoa, oh. He turned around and saw me.
Uh-huh.
And, this guy's got a giant attack dog. I didn't want to like say anything. Does this happen to you where like after the fact, you come up with like the best stuff to say?
Absolutely.
But you know what I did? I just did body language on this guy. I just went like, I just
really?
I shook my head like, man, I was just like, and then I did it. I passed him. I'm just shaking my head, and I kind of like looked back where the poo was, and I did a double like.
Wow, that's a bold move. Kind of a bold
move.
Shook
my head. Well, this guy, he didn't seem scary. He was like maybe in his 20s or something. I don't know. He didn't seem like a dude that's gonna fight me. He's just an inconsiderate person.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm walking away, shaking my head, and I feel this tap on my shoulder. He's like, sir. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I'm sorry about my dog. But I got to ask you, I forgot my bag. I forgot my bag. I'm like, bullshit, dude. You did not forget your bag. You just never bring a bag. Just admit it.
Did you?
And then he looked at my hands, and I had a bag in my hands. I had a bag of Louisville vegan jerky in my hands. And I go to take a bite, even though the smell of the dog poo was bad. The flavor of the Louisville vegan jerky was enough it was better. The flavor of that was better than the smell of the dog poo, Mm-hmm. And he's like, wait a second, what is that? I go, oh, this is Louisville vegan jerky, Carolina barbecue. You want to try? Neighbor? I'm like, I'm not gonna, I like to be, even if you got to kill people with kindness,
Kill him.
I said, you want to bite? And he goes to reach in. I go, no, we're not doing that. I dumped it out. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. I go, we're not doing that. He put his crusty dog hand in my bag, and I was like, no, we're not doing that.
He put his crusty dog paw in my bag. I said, nah, it ain't like that.
We're not doing this. And he took a bite. He's like, you know what? How can I be more like you? He seems like a good guy. And I'm like, you know what? I am a good guy. Yes, I shook my head in disappointment, but I was disappointed in you, neighbor. He's like, what can I do to be like you? I say, go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com and use the code word Poundcast. And you too can have a delicious jerky. And not only that, it'll be 20% off your entire order when you use the code word Poundcast.
You know what?
And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, LouisvilleVeganFoods.com that's the website. I mean, he goes, well, can I just buy it at the store? I said, yeah, you can go to Whole Foods, Sprouts, other locations. But if you want to get 20% off and support the Poundcast, you can go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Use the code word Poundcast. You can get maple bacon, buffalo dill, smoked black pepper, smoky Carolina barbecue. The flavors, sesame gochujang. The flavors go on. And they do small batch flavors. We're talking kung pao. Okay. We're talking sweet chili garlic.
And this stuff is bagged in the United States, right?
Oh, it is, Brent. We went to the factory and we saw where it was bagged in Louisville.
It has a shelf life of how many months?
9.
Okay. Just checking.
Holy cow. I'm looking on their Instagram right now. They made donuts with the maple bacon on the donut. Dang, I'd buy that. Anyway, I digress. This guy goes, and then, of course, I took my last bite. I gave him the bag. He goes, mind if I take the bag? And now that I'm turning over a new leaf in my life? I said, nah, it ain't like that. I'm keeping this bag. No, I gave him the bag and he
finished off the jerky and he scooped up the poo.
I said, take the rest, empty bag. Enjoy. And then I look back and then, I'll get to the end of the block. I look back at him. He's scooping up that dog poo. And then he goes like this. He goes like, he's shaking his head no to me. And he goes like this, no. And I go, yes. He's like, no. He goes, points at me, points at him. He's like, is this a no? A head shake? And I go, this is a thumbs up. And he goes, thank you, neighbor. And and then now here I am. And that just happened. Isn't that crazy?
Thank you for making me a good guy. And you can all become good guys by going to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com and using the code word Poundcast. Very good.
Yeah. And then, okay, so I did my loop and then I'm on my way back. I see that same guy. And he's like, what else can I do to support the Poundcast? And I go, neighbor,
to be a good guy.
What can I do to be a good guy and support the Poundcast? I said, well, you can go to patreon.com/Poundcast. And when you do that, you're going to get the Poundcast After Dark, which is an extended Poundcast episode. Every single episode, such as this one will have an extended Poundcast After Dark. The one I'm about to do, sir. And he said, you know what? I'm going to go sign up now.
He's like, he says, you know what? I'm getting rid of this pit bull and I'm signing up right now.
He's like, I'm going to go put this pit bull to sleep. I'm going to go euthanize my dog. And
I'm going to need a new pet. I think the Poundcast sounds perfect. Because I can take the Poundcast
is a perfect pet.
I can take the Poundcast with me on walks and it won't be pooing all over the grounds.
He said, wait, is your Patreon, is that really what keeps your show going and keeps it alive? I said, yeah, that's really, it's listeners like you that really kind of keep our show chugging along. So thank you to our Patreon members, patreon.com/Poundcast. Join today and you'll have instant access to all the After Darks from years past as well.
And we've got video versions of the episodes on youtube.com/thepoundcast.
That's right, Brent.
And there's an Instagram channel or account that has clips that Jackie Montana makes. And that's instagram.com/thepoundcast. And those I think go up on Twitter as well. Twitter.com/thepoundcast. So check that out. How about this? I do have a couple sort of top of the show business things, but I'll do that stuff after we come back from the intro, if that sounds okay.
Okay. And so check this out. If you're a Patreon member, you get access to the stems of the theme song that I made. And our Pound Pimples have been making some really good remixes, and we're going to hear one right now. This one is so good, Brian.
They do excellent jobs here. It's actually, I don't even know how they do it, you know? So this one's from Jesse Miller, and it's called Pimple Rock, and it's a remix of the theme song.
And
And
it sounds like he added real instruments and drums and everything. And this
well,
is very impressive.
what's amazing is that it seems like he completely redid the whole song, but he used your vocals though. And it's just pretty amazing how well your vocals fit with the new
It
instrumentation
made me
and the
sound
new.
like Billy Corgan. I sound like Corgan. I sound Corgan-esque.
You sound like a pumpkin.
I sound like a real pumpkin. All right, let's roll the clip and we'll get into it. Roll the clip.
Please,
Roll the clip.
please do.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about too? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends. And Doug and Brent are talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about too? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends. And Doug and Brent talking on the podcast.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hey, welcome
wow.
to the Poundcast. My name is Brent Weinbach, and
My name
this
is DJ Doug Pound. And what a
Got it.
rockin'
I-
remix, Brad.
like I said, I just the way it's synced up, the way that he synced up your vocals to this remix just sounds very. It's just really cool how he did that.
I feel like a real Corgan. All right, what did you want to talk about? before we get-
Okay, a couple things. One thing was I just wanted to address something from the last episode where we broke down the lyrics to Jeremy and from Pearl Jam or should I say Pearl Jam, and there was I mentioned how I had never noticed that he committed suicide, and I for some reason just forgot to explain this, but the reason why I had seen that more recently, or it was more evident to me that he committed suicide, is because on MTV, the music video was censored and they didn't show him putting the gun in his mouth when that video was out. When we saw the video play a ton of times on TV, they didn't allow the part that shows the gun going into his mouth. And
They actually shot
so
that?
yeah, it's in the uncensored video is what is on YouTube now, and it shows
Ah.
the gun going in his mouth. But the way it showed back in when the video came out in the 90s, in the early 90s, was you see him going into the classroom, he throws the apple to the teacher, and you see him, it seems as though he gets something out. You assume it's a gun, and then the next shot is, or one of the following shots is, you see blood on the schoolmates, and it seemed as though, to me, I always thought, oh, he shot up the classroom, and the blood was sort of even though it looks now, it's much more clear to me that that's his blood that's on them. I thought it was just sort of a symbolic theatrical representation of the wounds of the kids, but no. But he didn't. He was shot himself, and it wasn't clear because I didn't see the uncensored video until more recently and saw that he puts the gun in his mouth and he shoots himself. So I always thought it was a
Brent,
school
there's no
shoot.
need to explain yourself. It's an abstract song. It's not spelled
Well,
out. in
I
any
guess the
way.
reason I'm explaining it is because I'm thinking, if anybody thought, how did you
no
not
one thinks
know?
no one thinks you're a dum for that.
How did you not know he
I did
committed
not know
suicide when
that.
he clearly puts the gun in his mouth? And
Oh,
it's because
well-
the old video didn't show the gun. going in
right,
his mouth.
right, okay. I never saw that uncensored one anyway.
Oh, you
So-
should see it. It's a kind of an intense image of him putting the gun right in his mouth. And by the way, just as a side thing, just today I was kind of thinking about that, and I thought, and I kind of did a deep dive on Jeremy Wade Dell, the actual kid.
The actual kid?
Yeah, it's pretty it's interesting. He was a troubled young man, and he was 16 when he did it, and he he was messing around with a lot of bad stuff. But anyway, it's just kind of interesting. You can go deep into his life. There's a whole thing about learning about who he really was and stuff on a website dedicated to that. But anyway, whatever. Other thing I wanted to mention was so there's this new Avatar movie coming out, right? Do you know about that?
Oh, great. No.
What do you mean? Oh, great.
I just remember the last time that last one was so corny and people were depressed because they wanted to live in that world. You remember that when people were like they they had such an attachment to it that they had this depression because they wanted that to be the real world of this Avatar world. And it's like, you know, you got this unobtainium and you got these characters that are so like cartoonishly like anyway, what? So we're gonna get
So
another one of the
cartoonishly attractive or something.
attractive. No, they're just sort of like on the nose or something. Like
Well, I didn't see the second movie, and
I
saw
didn't know
the-
there was even a second one. I just remember the first one.
Yeah, I saw the first movie, and you know, it's anyway. I saw the first movie. It's not really that kind of movie is not really for me, really. Um, but I was thinking of a new promo slogan for the new Avatar movie because there's a new Avatar movie coming out, and it comes out in this winter. It comes out in December, right?
Okay.
And I thought maybe a good slogan for them, not basically a new marketing approach could be, you know, it shows stuff from the movie and it says this winter, Blue Lives Matter, Avatar, The Way of the Water, or whatever it's called.
This
So I just-
December, Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. It says Avatar may have been a little too real for some fans who say they have experienced depression and suicidal thoughts after seeing the film because they long to enjoy the beauty of the alien world Pandora.
Okay.
And there were Avatar forums. There's ways to cope with the depression of the dream of Pandora being
Really?
intangible. So oops. So yeah, like James Cameron really, I guess he did. I guess that means he did a good job. You know,
Interesting stuff.
interesting stuff, huh? That's wild stuff, huh?
Somebody must have done the Blue Lives Matter thing about that, right?
I don't know.
Because isn't that first movie kind of about how that species is sort of in danger of being, you know,
Well,
they're in trouble and stuff?
That
or
was
something?
over 10. That was 12 years ago when that movie came out, I guess. And Blue Lives Matter was from 2020. So I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying is they can take a new spin on it. You know, that's the new spin
Mhm.
for the new Avatar movie.
What if they do Avatar meets Smurfs and it's like it's all blue. It's all blue.
And Blue Man Group does the music or something.
Yeah. All right, you want to check out a song?
Yeah, let's get to a song, I guess.
Pull up the
So-
lyrics for Hellbent for Leather.
Okay, let me say this.
I'll play the
about-
video.
Let me say this. So this is Judas Priest, that is. And I don't know this song. I don't think I've ever heard the song, and I don't know anything about the song. So I'm going in completely blind, but I guess not blind, but deaf because
You're going in deaf.
I've never heard of it before.
And you know what? I don't know this song either. I think I've heard it, Hellbent for Leather. I kind of remember I always thought Judas Priest sucked. Like as far as metal goes, it's bad. It's not my cup of tea. If I'm going to listen to metal, I don't even like metal at all, but if I'm going to listen to metal, I'm going to go Metallica. They're good. They're fantastic.
Maybe Megadeth.
They got some good albums. Probably Megadeth probably is pretty good. I don't
Maybe
even know. I
Dream Theater.
I'm more into the punk rock, Suicidal Tendencies, they're kind of metal, I guess. But
That's thrash. What is that? Thrash?
thrash metal is more my thing, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This is bad stuff. Just
Okay,
like the
so-
vocal delivery, and it reminds me of there's some other bands that kind of sound like this with the vocal is just like opera singer level of like
Rush.
Darren, I wouldn't say that's metal, but
By the way, Rush is cool, by the way. But I don't think Rush is metal either. But I'm just saying the high register singing though.
no, there's another band that has what's the one that has Eddie as their
Heavy-
Iron Maiden. They remind me of Iron Maiden.
Oh, I see. I
you
see.
know. Okay, let's check out.
So, like I said, I have no preconceived ideas except for that this guy's going to be really into leather. That's my only thought, just based on the title. You know,
Can you pull up the lyrics?
I've got him right in front of me.
All right. So I kind of queued it up.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to expand these a little bit? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Let's see if I can do it.
I think you can just make. You're good, I think.
Oh wait, I can make it bigger. I don't know. All right, doesn't matter.
No, it's more about making you bigger. I'm making us bigger.
All right. Let's listen to. You got the
Go.
lyrics?
I got him. Yeah, let's go.
I'll back it up a little bit here. This is more a little intro.
Be careful on the intros, though. I'm going to talk over the intro a little bit just because it's going to mess with the copyright.
Seek him here, seek him on the highway, never knowing when he'll appear.
What does he say?
He said, "Seek him here, seek him on the highway, never knowing when he'll appear." I mean, is he talking about the devil? Because it says hell. I mean, it's hell bent. That's all I can know is hell bent on for leather. So maybe it's about the devil. I guess Seek him here,
Well,
seek him on the highway.
Famously, this singer is a gay singer, so there could be two meanings going on here.
Oh, right. He's
Yeah,
kind of looking for a man on the road.
could be.
Or
be.
this is what it is. He's willing to host, seek him here, and he's also willing to travel, seek him on the highway. You know what I mean?
Let's
when
listen
he-
to that
when he-
again. I just want to hear that line again.
Seek him here, seek him on the highway, never knowing when he'll appear. All await, engines ticking over, hear the roar as they sense the fear.
Wait, what?
Okay, so seek him here.
It's
Let's just-
hilarious
we gotta-
listening to.
We got to break this down, though. Seek him here, seek him on the highway. So, okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he's willing to host, he's willing to travel, meaning if they're going to connect, through a Craigslist or something like that.
Mhm.
And or whatever, the personal ad section.
Right,
of
man seeking man or
man seeking man.
man seeking devil. I don't know what it is.
Man seeking devil, yeah. And then never knowing when he'll appear. Maybe that is a reference to a boner. I don't know when I'll get a boner. It could happen anytime. You know what I mean? It's unpredictable, right?
Never knowing when he will appear. Then what does he say after that?
All await. Engine is ticking over. All await. Engine is ticking over. By the way, there's a song called Highway to Hell, isn't there? So again, seek him on the highway, maybe the highway to hell.
Yeah.
Hear the roar as they sense the fear.
Yeah, I think this is another song where it's like just general badass stuff. There's engines, there's roaring, there's fear, there's allusions to evil and devil. Machines are ticking away. It's just badass stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess my thought is that if you wear leather, more than likely you're probably a motorcycle driver, probably. So maybe it's referring to a motorcycle engine.
That could be it. That could be it.
You're on the highway as a biker, and it's about bikers,
Yeah.
maybe gay.
Well, we
bikers.
didn't even get to the leather part yet, so
Right.
let's go back a little bit.
All await, engines ticking over, hear the roar as they sense the fear. Wheels, a glint of steel and a...
They just said wheels.
Yes.
Wheels. That's so dumb. It's bizarre. How do you even write a song like that where they just say wheels? I want to hear that wheels again.
Fear, wheels, a glint of steel and a flash of light.
Wait, what is that part?
A glint of steel and a flash of light.
Okay, yeah, these are all just imagery of
motorcycle.
Yeah, apparently.
But
wait, what is that word?
Go back. It screams.
Screams from a streak of fire as he strikes.
Wait, what?
I imagine. Okay,
what are the lyrics there? Screams what?
Screams from a streak of fire as he strikes. So I think it's obviously, to me, it's streak of fire. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. But maybe the motorcycle is making a track. It's burning. It's creating a trail of fire or something. And I don't know.
Well, it could be the tailpipe is blasting out fire. I don't know. Okay, screams. Okay, this is like for this music is for like kids who are like a freshman in high school, and they're like, this is in the 80s, and they're like, this is badass.
Okay, I have a thought on screams actually.
Like, I can't imagine an adult in their
Right.
20s or 30s listening to this and thinking like, you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
like metal for children or something. I don't know.
Right, metal for kids.
No
Metal
offense
kids-
if you're a Judas Priest fan. Maybe if anyone's out there and I'm being a hater, I'm sorry. It never spoke to me, but if there's good Priest out there, show me what it is. And I think Rob Halford, I think I've seen him in interviews. He seems cool. Seems like a interesting guy. He doesn't seem, he just, maybe he's just kind of corny or something, whatever.
Metal kids. So how about this? Maybe screams is sort of the sound that the wheels make against the road,
Did they say wheels scream?
Well, it's
So
wheels.
screams.
It's wheels, a glint of steel and a flash of light, screams. You know what I mean? So wheels.
It's
and
almost like they
screams-
could rewrite this into like a musical. Wheels, flash of light,
Right.
screams. Like,
Right.
I can imagine like a stage
Wheels.
of people singing
Right.
this.
Right.
It's like a musical. It's like
it's a
song from
biker.
a musical.
It's a biker music. It's a leather
Yeah.
bent. It's a leather bent musical. They should totally do that. Wheels, a glint of steel, and a flash of light. Screams from a streak of fire as he strikes.
All right, let's keep going here.
Hell bent for leather.
that's pretty-
Hell bent for leather.
I mean, it's a pretty interesting
Black as night,
concept for.
faster.
It's an interesting concept for a song that someone would write about somebody who just loved leather so much that they're willing to make a deal with the devil or whatever. I don't know.
What
or-
hell
or-
bent
or-
means just you need it. It's like do or die, right?
I think it's
Hellbent-
that you're willing
hellbent
to go-
means like it's something you aspire to at your.
I think you're willing.
It's gonna take all your might.
I
to
think
get-
it's that you're willing to go to hell for it.
Hell bent.
I think you're willing to travel to hell to pick up the leather. You know,
I have to look it
Remember
up. Hell bent means determined to achieve something at all costs. Yeah, so that's kind of like
well,
what
I think
thought.
willing to go. The all costs is go to the hell. Now, this reminds me of a story. If you don't mind me, kind of
recklessly determined.
Well, okay. If you don't mind me, kind of diverging a little bit from this, to tell a little story. It's not that big a deal, but I was in Turkey once, about over 20 years ago, actually. And this guy started talking to me, and he said, "Hey, where are you from? Where are you from? You from the United States?" Something like that. And I said, yeah. He's like, where are you from? Where are you from? I said, Los Angeles. He goes, oh, my wife is from Santa Monica.
Oh
said,
wow.
I don't know if that was true. And he goes, do you like leather? And I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm hell bent, but
Right.
I sure, okay, yeah. He goes, yeah, come to my store. What do you? I don't know. It just was interesting. He was trying to get me to go to his leather store.
You think he made up his wife being from Santa Monica to get you to come
Yeah,
to
I
his
think
store?
so. His wife is from Santa Monica. Come on, are you kidding me? I mean, he goes-
where in Turkey were you?
in Istanbul.
Okay, well, that's it could
It's a
be.
hot spot.
Could be.
It could
Could
be, but
be.
I doubt it. But anyway, then he kept on trying to get me to go to his. And for some reason, I was intrigued to go, and I was thinking about going. And he said, I live, my shop, my leather shop is just right here, 4 minutes away, or something like that. And I said, well, okay, maybe. He's like, no, come. And then I decided, nah, actually, I actually don't have time. I got to go do something else. And the story isn't going anywhere. It just was weird that this guy was trying to go to his leather shop so badly and stuff. And I don't know, just kind of interesting. It was just a funny thing for someone to ask me to say, "You like leather?"
I know.
Whatever. There's no point to the story.
You should have been like, why? If that's your store, what are you doing walking around? Why shouldn't you be at the store?
Well, I think he said something like his dad or someone was watching over the store, or some family member or something like that. I don't know.
I found a website that
he also said this other weird stuff. He says, "You see that building right there? That's my building." But I don't think it was. I said, "That's my house right there." I don't think it was actually. I think he was just making stuff up. I kind of think that maybe here's why I'm telling the stories. I think he was maybe going to just try to rip me off or something like that, or maybe steal my stuff or something. I don't know.
he's probably feeling you out to see how dumb you are, see how gullible you are.
He was saying, "You see that building? My family owns this building. Now come to my leather shop."
Okay.
He's like trying to get me to trust him. He's like, "My wife was from Santa Monica. That building right there, that's my family owns this building. Now come to my store. Come to my shop." What kind of leather you like?
He's a classic salesman. Anything you say, he's got, "Oh, I got that. You like this." Yeah.
It's funny. There's a lot of people trying to sell you stuff in Turkey. Well, at least in Istanbul. And then at one point I was trying to get my picture taken with a camera, and I was asking this tourist to take my picture. I went up to this woman and I was holding the camera. It was a disposable camera too, by the way. And I go up to her and I say, excuse me, can you? And then she cuts me off and she goes, "I'm not interested."
Oh my God.
And then I said, "Oh, I just wanted to get my picture." And then she cuts me off. I said, "I'm not interested."
Oh my God.
Or this is what she said. She said, no, the first thing she said was, "No, thank you." And she thought I was trying to sell her the camera. And then she goes, "I said I'm not interested." And then she saw someone else take my picture that I got to take the picture. And she said, "Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to sell me the camera."
Wow.
My point is
Where you from?
I blended right in. Yeah. Then I told her, "Oh, that's okay. No,
that's okay. My family owns this camera.
Yeah, my family owns the camera.
My wife made this camera.
My wife is from Santa Monica. Where's your wife from?" No, but my point is I blended right in.
Okay, I have some song facts here. Judas Priest was the first metal band to rock a leather and studs look, which came together in 1978 when they were trying to develop their image. The effort was spearheaded by lead singer Rob Halford and guitarist KK Downing, who thought a unified signature look could help them get to the next level. They were confident their music was where it needed to be. They had leather outfits made in London for each band member, which evolved over time, but were ready for prime time when they made the album. The song Hell Bent for Leather validated the look, which other hard rockers soon adopted. So they spearheaded the whole leather look.
Huh. Okay. So next time you see somebody wearing leather pants, say Keanu Reeves, you know where he stole it from.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you see Dog Star wearing some leather pants.
Dog Star. Forgot about that. Was Johnny Depp in that band too?
I think River Phoenix maybe was in it. I don't know about Johnny though.
River? Nah, that came out after he was dead. I'll look
Dog Star?
We'll come back to that. Let's come back. Put a pin in that.
Oh,
I gotta get back to this. I gotta get back to this song, Brent.
Right, but one last thought: we should maybe analyze a Dog Star song, but
yeah,
that's for another day. I mean, what kind of stuff is Dog Star writing about? Just famous dogs. Lassie, Benji.
Members: Keanu Reeves, Robert
Dude,
Mailhouse,
you missed a good joke just now.
Well, because you're taking on me on these tangents, I gotta look it up. Yeah, Benji. Okay, Benji. I know.
I said, what kind of songs are they writing about? Just famous dogs, Lassie, Benji.
Lassie, Benji.
Because they're called Dog Star. Okay,
I get it. Yeah. All right. Back to Hell Bent for Leather. Let's get back into it.
Wait, did you look up and see that River was in the band?
No River.
Okay. Oh, so a river didn't run through that.
The river did not run through this band. I was thinking that same joke. But they started in 94, and I think River was probably dead already. Mm-hmm. I don't know, around there.
The river stopped flowing, but at that point.
The river ran dry.
River ran dry.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Faster than a shadow, crimson, black as night, faster than a shadow, crimson flare from a raging sun.
Now what?
Black
We
as-
could write a song like this. It's just
know,
like
it's so
just
easy.
imagery of raging suns and shadows and night and fire and like
I could see
streaks.
it. It does almost seem like a 14-year-old would have written the
Right?
lyrics,
Like,
actually.
okay, what is this section? What are they saying here?
Black as night, which is funny because was he referring to the leather as black as night? Faster than a shadow. Okay. Faster than a shadow. So, I mean,
Well, that's dumb. We don't even need to even acknowledge how dumb that is.
wait. What does that mean?
Because
though?
a shadow is
What does that mean? Faster than a shadow.
it's just cool. It just sounds cool.
Faster than a shadow.
Yeah, it just sounds badass.
But a shadow isn't even fast, you know?
I mean, if a shadow is only as fast as the object that it's shadowing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's fast. It's
a
basically
lot, many things
faster-
could be faster than a shadow. If it's a shadow of a balloon, then many things will be faster.
Well, I think that it's basically saying it's faster than everything because everything has a shadow, you know? And- Okay. Crimson flare from a raging sun. Wait, a raging sun? You know what I mean? The sun is imagine the sun raging. Imagine the sun. You remember, depictions of suns that have sunglasses and stuff? You know?
Yeah, they're usually like
Well,
suns are usually like these happy things.
Okay, the sunglasses that's the day after when they're hungover. You know, they're wearing sunglasses. So the night before they're raging. You know,
Right,
and it's black as night. It's when it's black as night or whatever, and then they're just raging. You know, they're getting drunk. The sun is getting drunk, and they're getting into fights and stuff.
All right, let's get back into it.
A raging sun, an exhibition, ship precision, yet no one knows from where he comes.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, do that again because that does not seem like it matches up with the lyrics I have here.
An exhibition of something or other?
Of sheer precision.
A raging sun, an exhibition, ship precision, yet no one knows from where he comes.
It doesn't sound like the word there, but it says, yet no one knows from where he comes. But it sounds like he's saying, yet no one knows from Maggie comes.
No, it sounds like from where he comes. Okay, what are the lyrics there?
An exhibition of sheer precision, yet no one knows where he comes. But no, from where he comes.
Yeah,
no one knows from where he comes.
That does sound like what he's saying to me.
Oh, okay. It
I
sounds
might
like
have
Maggie.
I might have a better.
Sound like Maggie. Sound like MAGA.
Precision, yet no one knows from where he comes. Fools, self-destruct.
What was that word?
Fools.
Fools, self-destruct cannot take the crown.
Fools self-destruct cannot take the crown.
Fools self-destruct cannot take that crown. And the next, here's another word coming, by the way.
Dreams crash one by one to the ground.
You know what's crazy? I mean, I guess this sort
So
of
they're going up against their challengers, and these fools are not able to compete with this. Our main character, our hero of the story, who's hell-bent for leather, and he's blasting on all cylinders. He's full throttle ahead. He's going for his goal at all costs. And these fools don't stand a chance is pretty much what's going on here, right, Brent?
Wait, I don't understand. Fools self-destruct cannot take that crown. Okay, I know that.
No,
that
it's the
they can't-
fools. Their challengers are self-destructing because they're fools and they can't take his crown of this champion
I see.
hero that we're.
I mean, this Master Leather man,
This is Master Leatherman.
Leatherman. You can be a weatherman, or you can be a weatherman, or you can be a leatherman.
Can't find a Leatherman.
Dreams crash one by one to the ground. Okay, so basically, people had dreams of becoming the top Leatherman, and then they just did. You know, they didn't
One
get-
by
achieve
one,
those dreams.
their dreams are just being shattered.
An exhibition of sheer precision. What does that mean? Sheer precision, meaning the leather is so finely cut in different places. You know, they perfectly.
I
cut-
feel like it's the It's the driving prowess and this motorcycle man's the way he's driving. That's the precision.
Faster than a shadow. I just don't even understand what faster than a shadow
No, that
means.
just sounds badass.
Well, you know what it's saying, Ashley?
Can we
It's-
agree that this like sounds tough?
Maybe it's a poetic way of saying faster than the speed of light, because for there to be a shadow, you need to have light, right? And if you're faster than a shadow, you're faster than the speed of light, I think, is what they're saying, right? Black as night.
They could say faster than light, but we won't even bother.
Well, no, but they wanted to be poetic, though. He wanted to be poetic.
Let's keep going here. We're only halfway through this damn thing.
Well, yeah.
Hell bent for leather.
I love how. Can you imitate that?
Hell bent for leather. Is that good? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do it again. He sings it again on the next line.
Hell bent for leather.
Hell bent for leather. Hell bent.
No, you got to start up higher and then you go low on leather. It's like hell bent for leather.
Hell
what I mean?
bent. Hell bent.
No,
Hell
it's like
bent
hell
for
bent.
leather.
It's this note. Hell bent for leather.
Hell bent.
Now
Hell
go up,
bent.
start higher.
Hell bent for leather. Like that?
Yes.
Hell bent for leather. There's many who tried to prove that they're faster, but they didn't last and they died as they tried.
That's such a
That's
simple,
it's actually cool. I like that
that's like
part.
a very simple thing. It's like that's like a children's song right there.
Well, that sounds
What
like
are the lyrics?
musical.
What are the lyrics again? There.
There's many who try to prove that they're faster, but they didn't last and they died as they tried. So
it's like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. It's like the many who tried to prove they're faster, but they died because they tried.
okay, so I think this is definitely about a motorcycle driver. I mean, I think
Yeah,
it's
for
about,
sure. For sure.
It's about motorcycle driving. Seek him here, seek him on the highway, never knowing when he'll appear. So he's the king motorcyclist, I guess.
Mhm.
I just want to review this. All away, engine is taking over. Hear the roar as they sense the fear. They're scared of him. Wheels, a glint of steel and a flash of light. Screams from the streak of fire as he strikes. Hell bent for leather. Black as night, faster than a shadow. Crimson flare from a raging sun. An exhibition of sheer precision. So yeah, he's just outriding everybody,
Yeah.
I guess.
I want to hear that nursery rhyme one more time.
Prove that they're faster. Who tried to prove that they're
back.
faster, but they hell bent for leather. There's many who tried to prove that they're faster, but they didn't last and they died as they tried.
I like that. I like that part a lot, actually.
It's kind of a
Yeah.
bridge or a.
Yeah.
Would you call that a bridge?
I want to just keep talking over this part because I don't want it to make it think that we're doing a copyright
I'm
thing.
just gonna turn it down.
Yeah.
But you would call that a bridge, right? In the song, or
It's something like that.
Many who tried to prove that they're faster, but they didn't last and they died as they tried.
held
Hell
up.
bent for leather. Hell bent for leather.
Leather.
Hell bent for leather.
That the one when he says leather, that sounded like you. When he just says leather by itself, listen.
Hell bent
wait.
for leather. Hell bent for leather.
Right here.
Hell bent for leather.
Wait a second. Didn't he say leather just by itself?
No.
Hell bent for leather.
Oh no, I said leather. I said leather.
Oh, that was you.
That was
Okay.
me. That was
I
me.
was like,
That's
that sounds like you. And then
But it's funny.
I'm
it was
listening
me.
for it.
That was me. That
It
was,
was
me.
me.
That is so funny that you thought that was him.
I'm going
I mean,
back and I'm like, am I crazy? Did I not just hear that?
That's so funny. I said leather. That's so funny. Leather.
Hell
It's funny
bent,
that you
hell
thought that
bent
was.
for leather.
It's funny that sounded like you. Well, yeah, it was me.
Hell bent for leather. Hell bent for leather.
That's it. I mean, it's over, I think.
Ooh, it's almost like he crashed going for his leather.
Oh, wow.
You know, he's hell bent, so he's at all costs. He suffered this ultimate sacrifice for being the top dog right at the
I
end.
will
there.
say this, though, that this song, even as sort of, I don't know, childlike in the way that it's written, it's still kind of somewhat cryptic, though, in a way. I mean, I still don't exactly know what this is about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like a step up from Kiss, you know, where it's like that 70s metal where it's theatrical.
Didn't Kiss wear
but
leather?
Kiss is terrible. Kiss is worse than this band.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, they're so bad.
No, there's some good songs. There's some fun songs. Like isn't School's Out Forever by them, by Kiss?
I think that's another stinker. That's
Another stinker?
That's Alice Cooper, I think.
Was that Alice Cooper? Another stinker.
School's out forever.
That is a really good song. That's a really good song. Especially the part where the kids start singing and they start going, no more something.
Okay, we'll have to check that song out.
That song's really good, man. By the way, you know,
in general, Alice Cooper is a stinker.
By the way, I was thinking about other kind of genres that we could get going. You know, we're doing all these rock songs, but you know, we could do, you know, R&B songs from the, you know, early 90s and late 80s and stuff. That could be fun too. But maybe the voices aren't as funny sounding though, I guess, you know. Like
well, there's that song. Should we listen to another one?
Yeah, how deep are we, or should we listen to some voicemails?
We're about halfway through, if you know, depending on how you time it out. But you know, we did about 30 minutes on that. And are you hell bent for voicemails, or are you?
I don't know if I'd say I'm hell bent for voicemails, but I mean, I could do some voicemails. We could do a couple voicemails and then go back to another song.
let's see what happens. The voicemails are. I think in the after dark, we should definitely like listen to one of these other songs.
Oh, most definitely. Actually, how about fine?
Just
how about
play,
this?
Play a couple. Play
Let's
play a
the
voicemail.
The song I was interested in really hearing vocals was that Cherub Rock by Smashing Pumpkins.
Well, want to do that now?
Fine, let's do it.
Okay. Let me share my screen again. Here we go. What the heck?
Oh, let me get the lyrics actually while we pull that up.
Cherub Rock.
Cherub Rock. Let me see. Wait. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Hold on. This is gonna be good.
It just started automatically playing.
I think I have a feeling this is gonna be good. I think
I'm gonna look at I can pull up the lyrics on another screen here.
Well, here, no. I actually I don't even want you to have lyrics, because I want you to be able to try to guess the lyrics, and then
all right,
and then I'll reveal to you the secrets of
the
lyrics.
All right, let's see here.
Okay, I got it.
I think I did a tertiary scan of the lyrics earlier, but
let me say this about what I don't really know. I really like the song, first of all, but I've never really tried to figure out what the lyrics are about, even though I have read the lyrics probably in the past at one point, you know, when I was a teenager or something. But all I can think about is that cherubs are those little, you know, cupids or whatever, right? And so I'm just thinking it's just, you know, it's little baby angel, you know, rockers, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's heavenly rock. It's rock in heaven. I don't know. That's just based on title. Okay.
Cherub. We'll have to look up the word cherub. I when I think of cherub, I kind of think of a mythical child. You know,
I think of a flying baby.
Flying baby. Yeah.
With arrows.
Angelic, kind of an angelic child.
That's what I'm saying. Heavenly rock. It's rocking in heaven.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Freak out and give in. Doesn't matter what you believe in.
Okay.
Okay. Freak out, give in. Doesn't matter what you believe in. That's a cool way to phrase to believe in.
So do they mean believe in as far as religion goes? It doesn't matter if you're Jewish or Christian or Buddhist or Hindu or whatever, or New Age. I
think this is another classic. All these songs, Brent, you know what they're all about? it's just like being a badass and rocking out.
That's
And
not true.
he said
of 'em-
freak out. I mean, a lot of the ones we've listened to,
No,
Hellbent
they-
for Leather. What did we listen to last week? It was the AC/DC songs were both about similar themes.
No, we listened to
about-
Jeremy last week, which was about
Okay.
the committed suicide.
Jeremy aside, a lot
and
of
then
these songs,
Rooster was about Vietnam. You know,
okay, the AC/DC songs, there's two. So far, half of the songs are so far. I don't know that we only started Cherub Rock, but so far, it just sounds like going full throttle, rock out, give in. It doesn't matter what you buy.
he didn't say
believe
rock
in.
out. He said freak out.
Freak out. Okay, even more, even wilder. You know what I mean?
Okay, so just being wild, just let go of your inhibitions.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter what religion you are, you know, just let loose, just let go of any kind of rules
Yeah.
and just give into your primal instinct, I think is
And
what it's
if
saying.
I may, go hellbent.
Maybe so.
One could say. Okay.
Stay cool and be somebody's fool this year.
Okay, cut. Hold on. So that's really a different message, I feel like, than the previous lines. Because he's saying freak out, right? And then he's saying stay cool.
Yeah. And then he says, be someone's fool, which is when you're someone's fool, you're kind of like
You're a jester.
you're like in a, well, yeah, or you could perhaps be in a codependent relationship or
Or
something.
be under somebody's rule.
Right, exactly.
So
It's
yeah,
like I don't suffer fools, but he's saying you should be that fool. That
he's saying let go of your rule. It's kind of like the first part is saying, hey, let go of any rules, religion, all that. This time, then this one's saying actually stay cool and follow someone's rule. And
but
maybe
he's saying stay cool as in like stay cool, like you're cool. You're like you're hip.
I think maybe it's about schizophrenia.
I don't think so.
Or something like that, or it's a manic.
I don't think
it's
so.
basically about bipolar. It's a bipolar thing. He's saying freak out, and then he's telling himself freak out, and then he's going stay cool. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Maybe he's changing his mind. He's like freak out. Well, stay cool.
Maybe it's just about how there's just life is full of contradictions.
I think it's like poetic phrases that kind of sound cool.
And by the way, it's not. He wouldn't be hell bent. This is Cherub Rock, so he'd be heaven bent.
Heaven bent. There we go.
Be heaven straight. He'd be heaven straight for this. Yeah.
Here we go.
'Cause they know who is righteous, what is bold.
They know. Who knows?
What's funny is he didn't stay cool just now.
Wait, stay cool and be someone's fool because they know what is righteous and what is bold. Who's they?
Well,
maybe it could be a non-binary person.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. What's funny is when he said who is righteous and what is bold, he just did not stay cool all of a sudden. He was saying this, trying to stay cool, and then all of a sudden he goes, who is righteous?
I know,
what
it
is bold?
It made me kind of like kind of like jerk back. It was shocking.
Right. I thought you were trying to stay cool here. Because he goes,
he's like, hey, Brent, stay cool. What is righteous?
He goes,
how is the student of this song supposed to stay cool when you're getting screamed at like that?
He's mentally ill.
So I'm told.
So I'm told, dude. This guy's all over the place. Well, let's go back a little bit.
They know who is righteous, what is bold. So I'm told.
Wait, pause it for a second. But he goes like this. So I'm told.
I know.
He kind of says it in a sassy kind of way. So I'm told.
Well, I think, that was the real appeal of Billy Corgan, was he had this sort of like, I don't want to say feminine. It was sort of like heavy guitars with a kind of a feminine, if for lack of a better word, like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a feminine kind of tone or like a
So
fae?
I'm told. What?
Fae? Would you call that fae or
Yeah, it's kind of
fee?
it's a sort of a
Yeah,
sensual kind of sound.
sensual. There we go.
So I'm told. So I'm told. I'm trying to understand what this is about, man. Can I understand this? I just want to understand this. Freak out and give in. So that's okay. Yeah, just go wild, give into your primal instincts, but stay cool and be somebody's fool this year. This year, make it a goal to be somebody's fool. Basically, be their gimp, I guess. It's kind of
Yeah.
going back to the whole leather thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You know, be somebody's gimp this year because they know who. And then, you know, they were also saying, yeah, because, you know, if you're being somebody's fool, they're the king. And it's kind of like the crown that was mentioned in the last song. Who is righteous and who is bold? Because they know. Be somebody's fool this year. Okay, that somebody is they. That's the they, okay? Be somebody's fool this year because they know, whoever that somebody is, who is righteous, what is bold, so I'm told. So
Another Dr. Seussian. So I'm told.
he goes, and be somebody's fool this year because they know who is righteous, what is bold, so I'm told. I think he's saying that you're just a primal idiot in a way, you know, just a primal instinctual, just you don't think there's just you got to give in to somebody, you got to let somebody else just be your ruler because they know better than you. They know what's bold, they know what's right.
But this is secondhand information.
But
for
that's
Billy
all here.
because this
But
is
it's all
just-
hearsay.
It's all hearsay.
It's all hearsay. It's all hearsay.
Jeez. All right, let's keep going.
Rumors.
Who wants honey?
Who wants
go back,
honey,
go
right?
back. Yeah, but go back to that because the who got cut off.
Who wants
Go back, one more.
Who wants honey? As long as there's some money. Who wants that honey?
Okay, cut. Who wants honey as long as there's some money? So he's basically saying,
This sounds like it's some kind of like prostitution
it
situation.
is. It is. You be somebody's gimp for money. You get paid, and you don't want money. You don't need. I don't know, man. It's like you don't want food. You want money. I guess it's about prostitution. That's what it sort of seems like.
It's sort of maybe it could be also commenting on capitalism. It's like, you know, if you want honey, meaning that's
Sex.
the nectar of life, or perhaps could be sex. I don't know.
Or vaginal secretions, or
You never-
semen.
Yeah,
or
you never
semen.
know. Or semen.
Or semen.
Wait, who wants honey long as there is some money?
As long as there's some money.
But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be who wants. I don't know. It's very confusing. It shouldn't be who wants honey as long as there's some money. It should be you'll get the honey as long as there's some money or something like that.
Oh, it's maybe that's what he means is,
Or maybe
he's saying
he's saying from the point of view of the person selling the honey. Who wants honey? As long
exactly.
as there's some money.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Or
what I
it
was
could be a
just, I was
farmer's
just gonna,
market. This could be about the farmer's market.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, this is probably fresh honey, you know. This is
Locally grown honey.
locally grown honey. You know, who wants honey? As long as there's some money, who wants that honey?
We do take
We do take
we take
Amex.
Venmo. We take Venmo now.
We do you know, have a square thing.
We do Square. Potatoes.
Ow. Ow. Hipsters.
Whoa. Hipsters?
Yes.
Wait, what does he say before that? Is he just going, oh,
I think he's just going, oh.
okay. Hipsters?
Oh. He going like this. He
Hipsters?
goes like this. Oh. Oh, it is about prostitution. I think he's actually having sex right there.
No, I think he's
Oh.
at the farmer's market and he's like, oh, Hipsters. Let's listen to that.
Well,
Now, hipsters unite. Come alive for the big fight. Sure.
Whoa. What? It's nuts. He's like bursting out in these like.
you said whoa. He goes whoa.
All right, let's keep going here.
Okay, hold on. Go back. So this is the lyric. Okay.
Oh yeah, hipsters.
Hipsters unite.
Okay.
Come align. Okay, so maybe it's the Silver Lake Farmers Market, right?
Yeah.
Highland Park Farmers Market. Come align. Well, you didn't finish this line, but come align for the big fight to rock for you is what that's going to be. Come align for the big fight to rock for you.
What do you mean align? ALIGN?
ALIGN, yeah.
Come align.
Come
for the big
align
fight to
for
rock
the
for
big
you.
fight to rock for you. Man, this is a toughie, I'll tell you that much.
Let's just keep going. It's kind
Go
of
back.
exhausting to figure out.
Go back.
of
I
this-
think it's got to be about prostitution.
I don't know.
Now, you know what it is? It's about Generation X.
I think
know what I
so.
mean?
I think it's just
I-
about he's singing about
I think it's about
Okay.
existential.
I think it's about the ways of capitalism and the world we're in and
I think it's about-
the systems of
of a down.
a down.
The systems of a down. No, I think it's I really genuinely think it's about slacker culture. You know, I think it's about slack. You know, kind of early '90s. Yeah, Generation X slacker culture. You know, not knowing what to
And
do.
it's also, Cherub Rock. It's about like innocent young kids entering adulthood. And he's saying, freak out, be cool. Guess what? If you want honey, it's going to come at a price. We got to line up. We got to stick together. We got to, there's a
Oh.
fight coming.
Oh, and be somebody's fool this year. That's maybe working for the man. You know.
Get a job.
That's what it's kind of saying. Or maybe it's sarcastic actually. Be somebody's fool this year. He's saying, yeah, if you want to just go work for the man, be somebody's fool. You're going to be somebody's fool this year. Hey, because they know who is righteous and what is bold. He's kind of saying that's a lame thing to do, basically. So I'm told. He's like, I don't do that. He said, so I'm told, and be somebody's fool this year because they know who is righteous and what is bold. So I'm
Yeah, he's
told
not
I
doing
don't do
that.
that. I'm not
He's
trying
like,
to be
"I ain't
somebody's.
doing that.
I'm
trying
not
to do
working
that."
for the man. I'm not somebody's fool. I'm just doing my own thing, freaking out and giving in and stuff like that and staying cool for the summer. Who wants honey as long as there's some money? Hipsters unite. So slackers. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Let's keep going.
For you.
Go
Beware.
Go back one.
Unite. Come alive for the big fight. To rock for you.
Does he say for the big fight? What?
To rock for you.
He says to rock for you.
Yeah.
For the big fight. To rock for you. Beware of those angels with their wings glued on.
Beware of the angels without wings. I mean,
But it's also, he goes, "Well, all those angels with their wings glued on." It's so soft the way he goes.
what does he
glued
say
on.
there?
He says glued on. So he goes, all those angels with their wings glued on.
Wait,
It's-
I thought it says without wings. He said with their wings glued on.
Yes.
So he's talking about fake people.
Yeah. Fake
Yeah.
angels.
Fake.
Fake
Beware
saviors.
of these so-called angels, but their wings are glued on.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Something
He's
like
just
that.
warning hipsters. Hey, look, we're in the real world now. There's a lot of, if you want honey, you got to get money and you got to be someone's fool. If you want to do that, there's a lot of liars and cheaters out there, and
There's a lot of fake righteousness out there.
and they have their wings glued on.
Oh, it's almost like they're fake. They're plastic surgerized.
Keep going.
'Cause deep down, they are frightened and they're scared. If you don't stare.
Okay, deep down, these angels, they're frightened and they're scared.
Yeah.
And then what
If
does
you
he
don't-
say after that?
If you don't stare.
They are frightened and they're scared. If you don't stare, who else?
They're frightened and they're scared if you don't stare.
If you don't, they're frightened and they're scared if you don't stare. So
It
I
should
think
be
it's-
the opposite.
right. Well, no, I
But
think
it's saying if
they
you don't
like
pay-
attention. They like
yeah,
attention.
they want attention. If you don't
They
give
like
these
attention.
these false, these con.
No, they
men-
want to be looked at. These are
Yeah,
they're the prostitutes, really, maybe.
yeah.
No, it's just about social media.
Is this more honey going on here?
Honey, as long as there's some money, who wants that honey? Let me out.
Okay, so this is the part where our hero realizes everything is everyone's out to get him. There's a lot of fake people out there, and he's trying to get out.
I think he just something like that.
And
yeah.
then
he's trying
the
to break.
key
I think he
change,
wants to break from.
honey, like
I
you know when he
think-
goes up, that was kind of cool.
I think he's trying to break from society. He just wants to
Who
get out of
wants
society.
that honey? Let me out. Yeah, let me out. Yeah, let me out. Yeah, let me out.
Good.
Tell me all of your secrets. Can I help but believe this is true? Tell me all of your secrets. I know. Should've listened when I told.
Okay.
I'm kind of done listening to this song. It's exhausting.
Well, why? Because it's so hard to understand what this is about. I think
Well,
we're kind of. I think it's about.
it's a little bit longer.
I think I totally think this is truly about Generation X and kind of feeling like you don't want to be a part of society, kind of, or you don't. I mean, there's all this stupid stuff. Working for the man and money and having to deal with money and fake people, all these fake people, and maybe even religion, and just kind of just not fitting in and not wanting to, and just wanting to distance from that.
being
and
a
stuff.
punk, being kind of like
Kind of
carving your own path in life, and,
being some kind of what do they call outsider or something, or becoming
going to the beat of your own drum or whatever,
something like that. Yeah,
that's the theme of this song.
Yeah, beat of your own drum. Yeah, tell me all your secrets. Cannot help but believe this is true. Tell me all your secrets. I know. I should have listened when I was told.
Yeah,
maybe
so
he's regretting it. Maybe
he fell for it. Now it's like I'm gonna warn you because I fell for the trap.
Yeah, or maybe he's regretting being maybe he's thinking I should have tried better to fit in with society. Maybe.
Who wants that honey? As long as there's some.
Isn't that interesting how like on the chorus he goes, "Ooh," he's like the harmonizing, the lower voice sounds kind of cool.
You know what? Actually, I just realized is it isn't the seller saying it. He's saying, who even bothers with honey, which is this truly sweet thing, when there's money? You know what I mean? He's kind of saying money's more important than something
that's
that's
interesting.
Something
Who wants
more
honey as long as there's money? Yeah, like
people care more about money than they do about something that's natural and sweet.
it's saying like, who needs this crap when they're charging for it? Yeah.
Or just who basically, I think the idea is that, money is more important to people than stuff that is, natural and could be free, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Or
let's keep going.
but nature's nectar, he's basically saying, who needs nature's nectar when you got money,
No, it's like, don't be paying for it.
Well, I think he's just saying that people's priorities are kind of messed up because they just care about money more than they do the sweeter things in life or something,
Okay, let's keep going.
Money, let me say, who wants that honey?
I noticed that like if you want a hit song, you got to sing with that kind of like yodel, where it's like, who else that honey?
Right.
Like all the famous singers from the 90s are doing that. Alanis, Corgan. The list goes on.
Let me out.
Okay, now it's just gonna,
Yeah.
It's just gonna be let me out.
yeah, he's just gonna, he wants out.
Yeah. Let me out.
Let me out.
Let me out.
Okay, I'm gonna,
That's it.
I have so check it out. This is from songfacts.com. According to various interviews with lead singer Billy Corgan, the song's lyric is an ironic attack on the indie credibility in Chicago's music scene
Oh.
that had him frustrated.
Oh.
The old complaint about bands going to major labels and becoming sellouts. In Rolling Stone, Corgan said, "I won't play someone else's game anymore. The album was really a strong affirmation. Just fuck you. I don't care. I'm going to do this."
I see.
And he says,
I
"I should have trusted." He said, "I should have trusted myself all along," which kind of is like what we, basically kind of like what we think.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, yes. So I guess okay, it was more specifically about the I guess music industry, but I guess on a bigger level, it's kind of about just anything, I guess. But so sellouts, it's about sellouts, though. I guess you could stop sharing your screen, but I guess it's about sellouts. That's interesting.
It's about listening to yourself and
Yeah, believe me,
it's
doing
it's,
your own thing and just not
yeah.
selling out and not being not being somebody's fool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as long as see, that's the idea is as long as there's money.
He wrote
He's
that
saying-
song in a half an hour, Brent. And it was one of the last songs he wrote before they did the album Siamese Dream, which that was their kind of like their breakout hit, right?
Yeah, it was. Well, although Rhinoceros was a pretty big song too, but that was from the previous album. But Gish, I think, right? And so yeah, okay.
Gish was
well,
kind of more of an underground sensation, I think.
yeah, kind of, but I feel like people knew about it.
Yeah, but cool hipsters like us did. Because we united. I remember I was working at a skate shop and they were playing that Gish, and I was like, "This is cool." Or I wasn't working there, but somebody that worked at a skate shop. Anyway, well, we've gone about an hour.
Yeah, well, I
You
mean,
want to do
look,
like one voicemail and then we'll go after dark and we'll
just
listen
as
to
a
some
cherry,
voicemails?
just as a bit of a cherry on the
Yeah,
Sunday here.
just put a little button on it.
Just a little button on it. Let's go with something from the Sincere collection. How about did we do Benny Needs Musical Advice? Did we do that already?
I don't think so.
Then why don't we give it a shot, I guess, if we haven't done it.
What if it's a juicy one? Then we'll go long, whatever.
Hi, Poundcast. This is Benny D calling from Santa Cruz, California. I have a question regarding songwriting. Since you guys are both musical people, I mean, Brent's like trained classically at Berkeley and Doug is a songwriter. And I also wanted to ask if Brent writes music as well, and if that's online anywhere, because that would be cool to check out. But so my problem is with which that I need advice for is that in songwriting I have a real problem with key changes. So I get like stuck on one riff or one kind of melody or one general kind of chord progression, and then once like I have that down, I'm kind of stuck there, and I don't know how to make the key change to make that shit flow. So I was wondering if you guys had any advice. Thank you so much. Love the Poundcast. Sefe hi. Okay, bye.
What did he say at the end?
He said "Sefe fef sefa hi." That's an office hours greeting.
I see.
Yeah,
well,
shoot,
first of all,
I don't know anything about music theory or chord changes. When I make songs, it's like goofy stuff and it's minimal kind of electronic music. But I would say, um,
well, I would say this.
yeah,
Well, first of all, let me just clarify and say I'm not really classically trained. I mean, I have a jazz background. I was trained in jazz, and I did play some classical music for dexterity, but I minored in music and at UC Berkeley, not Berkeley School of Music. Just to clarify to people, but so it's not like I went to you know music school or whatever. But I would say that maybe look into just chords, leading chords, or chords that help transition into other keys, and you can, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the best way to do. I mean, because for me, changing keys is a very, I don't know, that's what makes a song interesting to me. So I think,
I
you
would
know what,
say,
just try out different chords and see what works, I guess.
I would say this: if you have a song and you're kind of stuck on a riff, write a whole nother song at the same tempo or another riff in a different key and just smash them together and see what that sounds like.
Smash those pumpkins together.
Smash those pumpkins together.
To answer the other question, I do write music. I used to a lot in the past. And one of my comedy albums, The Night Shift, has a few songs that I wrote and wrote the lyrics to. They're kind of more in a standards kind of way, so you can check those out. A Perfect Day to Say I Love You is one of them. One of them's called I'm Mean. The other one's called My Heart Has Sprung. And yeah, there's other things I've written that are online. A lot of the music that's on my albums is stuff I made. But chord change, I'm just trying to think of what the best thing for key changes that is. I mean, once you finish a phrase within a certain key, you just have to sort of, I don't know, go to what, just maybe just experiment with different chords to see, oh, that sounds good at that if it goes to that key, For example, okay, the song Night and Day, it's by Cole Porter. It's kind of in C in the beginning, and anyway, it ends in C, right? But then in the bridge, it goes to E flat for a second, and it sounds good. I don't know how to explain it, but it just sounds good when you go there, and then it goes back to C. So it's da 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 da. And going back between the key of E flat and key of C just sounds right. So you kind of have to experiment with that, I think, is the idea. And you know what else? Actually, here's a good suggestion. Just listen to jazz, actually. Listen to songs where the key does change more often than say a pop song. Although a lot of good pop songs are going to change key too. But and you know what else is a good way of transitioning into another key is usually using the dominant the suspended 5 chord of the other key you're going to transition to. That can get you there too sometimes, I feel like. So I don't know. Anyway, something like that. Listen to more involved music. Listen to the music of Antonio Carlos Jobim, one of the greatest. I was just talking about this with my brothers recently. By the way, I got to give, my brother wanted me to somewhat credit him for that whole Blue Lives Matter thing, because I kind of made that joke about Blue Lives Matter, about Avatar. And then he's the one who kind of said, well, that could be the promo. You could say this winter, coming. Anyway. All right. But I was talking about it. Who's the best songwriters of all time, right? And I thought, we agreed that Antonio Carlos Jobim, who worked in the bossa nova genre a lot, is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. And listen to his music because it changes key all the time. So I would start with Antonio Carlos Jobim. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Brent, before we go, I thought of a fun idea that we could we'll set a timer. We'll try to write a song in 5 minutes in the style of AC/DC or Judas Priest. A song about being a badass.
On this or After Dark?
Well, just do it right now.
Right now.
Fun
Wow.
way to
okay.
end it.
Okay. Wow.
Instead of ending, because like I don't know, instead of ending on that note, which was
How about this?
which wasn't
Blackness-
which wasn't fun or funny, but it was fun. It was interesting.
Wait, which one? What was interesting?
Instead of ending about a very specific thing
Oh, I see.
about music, let's just write a song real quick.
Okay, how about this? Blackness and darkness are faster than you.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down.
I don't know. I was just using some of the words that were used. Blackness and darkness.
Okay, that's the first line. Blackness and darkness are faster than you.
How about are faster than fire?
No, too late.
Okay.
Faster than you, and then I'll write the next line. You feeling the heat of the street on your shoe.
Oh, good, Doug. On your boot, it should be, because that's more hardcore than a
Feeling the heat of the street on
your boot. And you know what? Change you to ute.
No, too late. Feeling blackness and darkness are faster than you. Feeling the heat of the street on your boot. And then I'll do the next line. Then you follow. Then you the one
Okay,
after
got
that.
it. Got it.
Lightning. Lightning shatters my brain. Lightning shatters my brain like a bulb.
Like a bulb?
Yeah.
Bulb. Rhymes with bulb. Bulb, colb, lobe.
You can do
bulbs,
that's a tough one. I'm sorry.
lobe,
it could be anything, because like boot and you doesn't really. You
Okay,
can do a
fine.
slant rhyme.
Bull, maybe. Okay, fine. Yeah. I'm charging and raging like a.
It could be a hole. A hole would rhyme.
No,
hole,
no, but I got one.
Okay.
Charging and raging like. Charging and raging. No, not even like. I was just charging and raging a fire. A
fire so bold?
No, a fire blast bull. Charging and raging a fire fast bull.
Fire fast bull.
Yeah.
BULL.
Yeah.
Okay, you do the
Kind
next.
of rhymes with bulb, kind of,
You do the next
Oh.
line.
Okay, fine. Horns with sharp tips, and it almost sounds like a boil and toil kind of thing. I'm thinking to myself now, like it's like a, some sort of witch's spell or something like that, horns with sharp tips, or horns pointed sharp, and jagged scissors shred.
Horns pointed sharp and jagged scissors shred. Nightmares. Nightmares in my head. No.
Something
Wait.
about dead, I was thinking, but
Nightmares of
rat traps.
nightmares in mind, alive or dead. Horns pointed sharp and jagged scissors shred. Nightmares alive. Nightmares alive.
Nightmares alive.
Nightmares alive.
And
Well, you said dead, so I don't want to take your suggestion. Nightmares alive. Twisted in bed.
or twisted. Well, I could say twisted with lead.
I'm gonna, we're co-songwriters. I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
Nightmares alive are twisted with lead.
Uh-huh.
So it's like
Okay.
horns
Now
now we need like a chorus. I think.
now we need a chorus. Yeah. So it goes.
Wait, what's it about? It's about just blasting.
It's just about
Blasting.
I think it's just about
How about
blasting through chains. It's called blasting through chains. Blasting through chains. Chains of the floor. I don't know what that means.
No, chains of the wall. Chains of
Chains-
my cage.
Oh, or chains of the cage. Yeah. Okay. Blasting through chains of the cage.
Oh, and then we got to rhyme rage with cage.
Yeah. Blasting with
Blasting through
blasting with-
chains.
how about
chains
blasting
of
with-
the cage? We have
Nothing
to
c-
escape.
nothing-
No, now it's time to escape or something. Time
nothing can contain my rage. Well, I said
no
rage.
rage. I don't think rage. Let's try
How
to
about
do
something about a page?
Wait, what did I just say? Time to escape.
How about time to blast?
How about blasting escape?
How about blasting through time? Stage.
Wait,
Stage.
through time.
I don't know about time, but I just blasting through. How about blasting through ice? How about blasting through ice?
Wait, I just wrote. Here we go. Blasting. Oh, wait, we said blasting twice.
No, I know, but that's
Blasting-
okay because it's the
Blasting
chorus. It's
through
the chorus.
chains of the cage. Blasting escape. All time is a stage. So all time is a
Stage is
stage.
not so hardcore though. You know, that sounds like a show tune.
But that's saying like your life is just not real. It's a state. You're on stage.
What about
Okay.
blasting through ice?
I don't want to say blasting twice. Blasting through chains of the cage.
Fine, thrusting through ice.
Thrusting through ice.
Oh, stage beige.
How about nothing? Times of our age or something.
Or
You
how
know,
about something a hardcore word what's a hardcore word that sounds like age? Age, cage, mage. Fire of
No,
mage.
put the hardcore word and then end on age. Like,
Oh, the blasted age. I mean, the song is called Blasted, right? So you're gonna use the word blast a lot, you know.
Souls are enraged.
Well, you said
No, I mean, I don't want to say rage.
Zage, yage,
Something
tage,
hardcore like
Sage.
smash,
sage,
snuffing. We can steal lift from the rooster.
snuffing, but tage, mage,
How about
page,
screaming?
mage, nage, age, cage, crage, craze, mage, lage, gauge.
We have to go.
Oh, gauge. You know, a gauge.
Well, that's not that hardcore either.
Yes, it is. Gauge
Screaming with hate.
makes me think of guns. A gauge. Yeah.
There's no gauge on a gun.
Some. Well, maybe not. Gauge. Hage. Jage. Dage. Beige. Phage. Gauge.
Fate.
I don't know.
Okay,
Johnny
blackness and darkness are faster than you, feeling the heat of the street on your boot. Lightning shatters my brain like a bulb, charging and raging a fire-fast bull. Horns pointed sharp and jagged scissors shred. Nightmares alive are twisted with lead. Blasting through chains of the cage, thrusting through ice, screaming with rage.
Okay.
I mean, rage is
Okay.
so basic, but whatever.
I know. Well, how about fine. Let's do age.
Screaming with age?
How about cheddar with age? Molded. How about molded cheddar with age?
AIDS?
AIDS. That's hardcore. AIDS is hardcore. Oh, dude, that's it. That's the word.
Screaming
AIDS.
with AIDS.
It's about AIDS awareness. That's what it's really about. You know?
Screaming with AIDS.
Yeah, screaming with AIDS.
Okay, well, do we want to write more or we just wrap it up?
No, I think that's pretty good right there. I think we did it. The song is called The Blasted.
I think maybe after dark we'll write the second. Well, wait, we should just repeat that and then repeat the chorus.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening. If you want to keep listening to us make this wonderful song, which by the way, we got to get someone to make the music for it. Maybe the guy who did, maybe Jesse Miller,
Right.
Maybe see if he can do a metal version of this song.
Mm.
It's called Blasting Through Chains. It should be called that.
I think it's just called Blasted. Just Blasted.
No, I don't. Well,
No, because it sounds
talk
like
about
damned. It sounds like damned. The Blasted.
maybe I like the Blasted.
Oh yeah, the Blasted. The Blasted.
That should be the band name.
You're right. The band name is the Blasted. Yeah. Then maybe it's called. But the band name is Blasted, and they're talking about
let's
blasting
just
all
put
the
it-
time.
Let's put a pin in it. Okay, if we
Okay.
want to get back to it, I heard put a pin in it means like if you take a pin out of a grenade, you put the pin back in and then come back to it later.
Oh.
Little side note.
Oh yeah.
If you want to keep listening to this, go to patreon.com/poundcast and sign up and support us. You got $5 laying around. Come on. Who are we kidding, right? And we'd like to thank our Poundcast crew. We're talking about Chloe Bonilla, Jack Birch, who is L.Bircho on social media, and Jackie Montana. She helps us with the Instagram page. And Instagram page. Oh.
And
We'll come
I
back
just
to
want to mention that Instagram page. Jack, he's been making videos every week at this point because he's been just trying to be more productive with the videos. So he's got some comedy videos on his Instagram account and probably on his YouTube
I'm
account.
liking his videos on there. Check him out.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Chloe Bonilla. She just graduated.
Yeah, she did actually.
So
Yeah,
congrats,
congratulations,
Chloe. I
to-
hope you still keep working with us.
I know.
And but we'll see. No.
Hey, this goes for any of those. The team. If, at a certain point, if you think I can't do this anymore, hey, just let us know. I mean, we get it.
let us know.
It's
And
just- it's been a blessing that you've been so helpful as it is. But,
Anyway.
but
Yeah. So thank you, and thanks to the listeners, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, so long.
So long.